Alright, so I've been thinking about quantum entanglement. Hopefully, you guys can see that. So, anyway, it is two particles, or one that connected, one goes one way and one that goes the other way. Right? So, it has different spinning. Well, they're not taking into the fact that one is on and affected to Earth's gravity. So, it's going to spin one way, and the one in outer space is going to actually spin the other way. So if you got two of the particles, one spinning one way and then the other one spinning the other way due to the gravity of the Earth, well, then you now have your quantum entanglement. Now, when you have this parts coming in, you're in the quantum realm, the quantum field, and this is also known as the void. This actually happened during creation, and that is the Big Bang Theory, and that's the beginning of creation. So the beginning particles that comes together, and most likely it was DNA or cells that literally split off. As we're going into more consciousness, the cells are actually having codes within them that are, as more scientists are saying, that as we go into meditation, we're actually accessing the void, which is the third eye, and it is part of creations or Christ consciousness. I feel like freaking Tony Stark. So anyway, it's been something I've been wondering. So also with quantum entanglement, it has to do with every soul that's been reincarnated each time, and well, yeah, foundations and new places for. So it's basically a start of a new understanding of the world and how quantum entanglement has happened over decades, centuries, whatever, of us being reincarnated. Each time we're born, we create new, we connect to the sun, we bring our past life with us and memories. When we're born, we have what was called cosmic amnesia, and when you access and have different obstacles and challenges, the obstacles and challenges usually goes into meditation, spiritualization, sometimes drugs, alcohol, and all this other stuff, which actually opens up the third eye, because we don't have a new, we don't have the, we weren't taught to do spiritual things. So now we have the new beginning. We see the world as a different place. We wind up, we're stuck with financial matters. We're stuck with the changes and stuff like that. So we get stuck and lost in our heads. And just how society calls, tarot cards or medium shit. And, it takes people with spiritual strength to actually fight the regular, mundane, going against the grain. It's not that the Bible is bad. The Bible is not bad. It's the way that it was perceived back in the day. It takes plenty of patience and understanding of what the world is about and how it's understood. And it's basically clearing addictions, getting into the mindset, and seeing the light. And that is, the light is the sun card. Getting out of entrapment and fears, sharing your knowledge, and getting into a good headspace. Getting past the deception and envy, and not caring what anybody thinks. I mean, this is my interpretation of how prosperity and how things began, beginning of time. Am I right? I guess science will figure that out. But you know what? I'm going to put myself out there and say, this is what I'm channeling. I'm getting out of the mental conflict and sharing what I see. And with quantum science and paranormal psychology and stuff like that, I'm making positive move to a brighter future for me and the world, and we will see how it goes. It's called material and spiritual growth, and leading the world into a awareness of what I have been channeling. And this news might be disruptive because I have absolutely no science background at all. This is all went into due to meditation, due to channeling. It was due to me dealing my shadow and having a spiritual union with my higher self, the creator, and seeing the world the way it is. We all have the abilities to go into emotional withdrawal and become come into that hermit mode and develop our own wisdom. When we go into our own wisdom, we can see the light, and we can triumph over our past histories and this lifetime, last time. It takes a lot of patience and planning, and definitely takes a lot of patience. It took 4 years for me to finally come up and say that, I stand my ground, and, I'm very balanced now and very grounded. And now I'm getting out here to share my knowledge past the conflict and deceit. And at this point in time, I've done my time in solitude, and it's time that I share my knowledge with all y'all. I have a firm foundation, and I'm moving on with it. And you know what? This probably will get no views, and I don't care, because I've already rejuvenated, and I'm just aware I'm here for the victory and success, because I know, having the fact that if I'm right about quantum entanglement, that means I'm one of the smartest people in the freaking world. And it would be time to rejoice and celebrate. I'm done suffering in silence. I have hope for the future, and not many people do. I'm harmonic with my consciousness and subconsciousness of my brain. I have transformed, and I've suffered many ego deaths. And this is where love begins. Not only of me, of the world, and of itself. And this is what we call truth. All right, guys.